What's up, guys? Cramorant gained a lot of popularity with the emblem system. Now you can have a lot more cooldown reduction in general. This Pokemon feels absolutely insane right now, super strong. So I just want to go over some gameplay with you guys. Here in jungle, right here, you can obviously play it in lane or jungle. Always will put the Leap Hub over top. For head items, you're also running the Shell Bear, Energy Amp, and Buddy Bear right now. Buddy Bear is just kind of needed, otherwise you just die going into Unite move a lot of times. So it's not very fun playing without Buddy Barrier. And then Amp and Special, Energy Amp and Shell Bear for the cooldown reduction. So combining with our 7 black emblems, we have very low cooldown. So this is right clear the jungle right here. Gonna put the Whirlpool kind of between me and the red buff so that it now hits it and still runs into it for fast clear. You can see we're one of the fastest junglers to clear jungle. It is a key, Whirlpool just does so much early game damage into Pokemon that obviously don't move, which are the jungle camps, right? So we are super fast done looking for an early gank now. Our early ganks are still pretty weak. The only thing that we kind of have is red buff. Besides that, we do absolutely 0 damage. But Whirlpool is going to help us still secure bees very fast as well. Otherwise, we just obviously wait for level 6. When we get our dive and then we turn into an absolute monster, we can just almost 1v1 pretty much any Pokemon. We get away super easily. There was also a change recently that made dive even better on Switch, because you can now have more sensitivity. So whenever I play Cramorant, I go into my option and I make my sensitivity the highest I can. And now I can actually move. So for any Switch players, maybe think about switching your move sensitivity for each Pokemon you play. Of course, it's a bit annoying because on Gardevoir, you obviously don't want to have the highest max sensitivity. But if you decide to play a few games of Cramorant, just go into options and put your move sensitivity to the highest thing. You're going to see such a difference. I can finally move my dive from right to left side without struggling whatsoever. Right here as well, before leveling up my dive, I'm going to use another Whirlpool because Whirlpool does a bit more damage. So I'm going to do one more Whirlpool and we're going to kill it. I actually missed my air slash than the red buff. So what does dive do? Dive gives us a boosted auto attack that actually does more damage than the normal boosted auto attack. That's where all the damage from dive comes from. We go into direction and we also CC around to the area. We do a bit of damage and then the boosted auto attack is what does then crazy damage. So air slash is just that cone damage right here, and if you melee onto someone, we can hit even more. So right here, I'm going to start chasing the Cinderace. Yeah, she's so scared. The already eject button's instantly away. I'm a bit behind on experience now, sadly. Just going to try to get this Audino, a Corpfish, but also stone away. So now we can see me already going a bit aggressive, but obviously here's a Blissey, so I have to be a bit careful. And this game was before they actually fixed the bug on Cramorant again. You can now go over these walls again that are right on the Zapdos pit. So by recording of this video, or like when I played this crazy game that I wanted to showcase, it was still bugged, and apparently there was a bug, so they fixed it or reverted it. You never know if it's a bug or not with Timmy, right? But yeah, you can now go over the walls on Zapdos again with Cramorant, which is very nice. So I'm going to clear this very fast right here, use my dives, air slashes. Air slashes gives cooldown reduction on air slash with the more blades you hit. So you also want to be melee, you can see the cooldown gets reduced by quite a lot. Going in again, air slash, and we also do always a lot of damage with it too. It's also going to be our last hitting for Dreadnought most likely, if Dreadnought gets low. I know we want to be aggressive this day, but I'm not level 9 yet, so I have to be a bit safe. But I have so many dives, I can just get around very fast. It has such low cooldown. I'm just going to just kind of what level 9 now, so I'm going for this Audino, going for my air slash, get the boosted auto attack in, and the Cinderace is very aggressive now. He has Unite move, I don't yet, so he goes very in. The Machamp actually waiting for me there, so I get my level 9. I'm going to dive in forward, I'm just going to use my Unite move right here. Do a lot of damage for Dreadnought as well. I like actually using my Unite move just to damage Dreadnought as well a lot. And we wait for air slash, and as I said, just mentioned air slash last hitting. There we go. Get Dreadnought with our air slash, was very patient on it. And we're going to go for the Azumarill as well. Keep diving on top of the person. And we take him down quite easily too. I'm going to recall again. I can either go top here, but my buffs are going to respawn, so I'm just going to take them on cooldown as much as I can. I'm going to dive melee onto it, we air slash as well again, obviously. And then we just dive around and keep doing our buffs. On level 11 is where we get very strong. Air slash starts healing. For each blade hit on level 11 we heal. And that gives Cramorant a lot of sustain, and that's where he becomes super strong. Very strong. It's one of the abilities you really badly want. Right here, air slash plus level 11. And now we can fight a crazy amount. We can always dive on top of someone, air slash back, dive on top of someone again, air slash again. You can see the cooldown's also super low already. The higher we get, the more cooldown reduction we get as well on it. On level 13 again is the highest one we have. And then we have very low cooldown air slashes. And now gonna walk towards bot lane. And we're gonna just look for a fight. We have Unite move up. Could maybe Unite move, of course. I might not have it for the next Dreadnought fight, but yeah, I'm gonna go in with dives. Just gonna start auto-attacking. I can be very aggressive here, I don't even have to. If we go melee in with our dive, get an air slash off, air slash again, and we get easy kills. We can literally just dive on top of enemies, and this makes our air slash auto super easy to hit. I'm gonna start scoring here and just look for something. I still have Unite move up in case something happens, maybe, but yeah, this is kind of weird right now, but we can dive out. Gengar's under us right now. I'm gonna try to P for my Blissey if I can, blocking the Dream Eater from my Blissey. Blissey Unite moves me back, which maybe wasn't needed, but sure, I'm just gonna use it. I'm just gonna use this Blissey Unite. I'm gonna go forward and just Unite move myself, do a lot of damage. I'm gonna start chasing the Blissey and go for the Cinderace maybe, but he does Unite, so I'm just gonna decide to go out. And you can see how fast I can move my dive now, right? This was so difficult on Switch before. Moving your dive around just took ages. Now we turn back with our Blissey onto the Cinderace. We do absolutely crazy damage right now. Another melee air slash. I want to full heal the Dream Eater of Gengar. I'm going to keep chasing him as well. My dive is almost back up, so auto attack. I mean, okay, we can't auto attack him. Just going to start chasing him into air slash, and level 13 already. Getting our dive plus, and we also get more damage. So we are very strong right now. We get the Dread. Can reset again, do, you know, buff to buff again, and just try to get to level 14 or 15 for late game, which we really need. Enemies have a Cinderace Blissey, so late game teamfights are still very difficult, so I just have to make sure, you know, I do the highest damage I can possibly do in this match. So I'm gonna take everything and just try to get to level 15. I can even maybe Unite move one more time. I'm currently at 78, so right now I'm thinking, if I get 2 or 3 Corpfishes, I can actually Unite one more time, if I can look for a fight, and here we go. 7%, pretty much have it back up. Also, I'm running full here, I haven't mentioned this yet, because I think I have so much mobility now, I just want full here. And we go in, we dive in again, air slash, melee into it, go into the Gengar. I could actually Unite move right here. I think it would still be totally fine to do, but I'm under no pressure, I really feel like. This Gengar is actually very confident, and he's diving a Blissey under goal, so he's gonna take down the Gengar very fast. I think the Slowbro Unite was very overkill, was not needed whatsoever. Now we're on our way to level 15, so looking great for us. So again, over these walls you can go again with Cramorant, or across these walls, which is very nice. You can actually go across again. Very, very important for gameplay. And now we're gonna go in again. I think I have a clip of it. I can show it out very fast. But yeah, dodging with my dive there, the Dream Eater. You can see how fast I can be now with this dive. It's just absolutely amazing. Now it feels actually super smooth to play. I'm able to just dodge the Dream Eater right there. But we have to still be careful right now. Zapdos spawning in 40 seconds. I don't want to be too deep. I'm gonna dive towards the side maybe, but I decide, nah, this is just not worth it. Air slash back, dive back, you see how fast I'm back to my side. Dive in again, another boosted auto attack. But the gang actually hits me as well. I have to dodge the Shadow Ball. Going in for another boosted auto attack and we actually take him down. This was a very scary fight. Probably wasn't too smart to take. But we are level 15 now and we're ready for Zapdos. The Zapdos fight's pretty much gonna be me against Cinderace with the Blissey. If the Blissey knows who to support, Blissey should really just support me in this team fight and make sure she Unite moves me as well. Would be very, very important. My team is already in position for Zapdos. Slowbro doesn't have Unite yet, Aegislash doesn't have Unite, but I'm just going to go into aggressive position right here and see if someone jumps over. And we always have to spot out for Cinderaces as well. There's a lot of Cinderaces in solo queue who like sniping Zapdos. And yeah, I'm just going to, for now, have position around bot side, because bot we still have a goal up, so it's easy to go back to. And we have Azumarill jumping over, and Slowbro decides to insta-Unite move this Azumarill, which I think was a bit overkill. Azumarill is not really that important. I'm going to start chasing the Cinderace now. I want to force a fight, since we have one more. I get hit by a Dream Eater. Gonna just full heal the cleanse. I'm just gonna go very aggressive on the Cinderace right now. And just hope that Blissey's next to me. And this dude was absolutely crazy. So we get Blissey Unite moved right here. I get Blissey Unite moved. I go back in, air slash, dive in again, get healed, air slash again, get more healing from the Softbird X, dive in again, auto attack, another air slash here, dive back to safety again, dive back in, more air slashes. I still have another dive up. I'm just gonna start healing on the beast right now with my air slash. And yeah, that was absolutely crazy of a fight. We go back again and finally we get the Cinderace. Oh, my champ is here. We dive it again, Gengar's under us. Gonna air slash his way backwards again. You can see him just spamming my moves after and after. This is just where it becomes so strong. After Unite moving as well, you just have no cooldowns, and late game you just have no cooldowns with this build. You just spam moves after moves. I'm just looking for the enemy person right here. I know the Absol. This guy is someone who always just wants to last hit Zapdos. This guy is known for it. So I was checking around and we actually take him down. This was an absolutely crazy fight against the Cinderace on top side. But we have like no cooldowns. Our cooldowns, our moves are always up. It just feels so incredible to play. It's super, super fun. And again, much smoother as well on Switch now than it used to be. Would absolutely recommend you guys play this Pokemon. And we actually just kill them under their goal, into the enemy base as well. Just for good measure. Going into the Cinderace again. Our dives do so much damage. But yeah, that's it for the end of the game. I don't know if there's one more kill. Gonna fight the Gengar right here. Dive in, air slash him, boosted auto attack, into Unite, and one more kill for good measures. It's what I like doing as well. Like, we dive in first, air slash back, and then the boosted auto attack hits. And I actually kill the Cinder right here. Through Blissey, this is how strong Cramorant is. Even through Blissey, I was able to kill the enemy Cinder Ace, even though she was also auto attacking me a lot. Yeah, this Pokemon's absolutely good right now. If you want to climb solo queue or ranked, Cramorant is absolutely hard to deal with and super, super fun as well on top of it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!